Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovative, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. The one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, your only sanctioned source of comedy entertainment. Off here to a 1v1 on Pachino Stalemate in the north stands Jibber. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland here with the Hammer Panzerdivision. In the south stands Havoc, Agent of Chaos, Confusion and Slight Annoyance, fighting here for the British Army, the Commonwealth, here with the 7th Armoured Division, the Desert Rats, pushing onwards towards Rome, gentlemen. We got a Krenkart Grenadier start here for Jibber versus a triple sapper start here for Havoc, possibly more. There's always a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for helping keep me able to do the propaganda cast with their generous monthly contributions. So big hearty thanks to every single one of those wonderful, charming people. Ken Krat rushing northwards for the munitions point. Interesting choice here from Jibber. Indicates perhaps a desire for more munitions, or perhaps a misclicked. Southwards, Pioneers advancing up here. We've got the gunners forwards here for Jibber and the German army. No choice of battle group yet here. We do have now the intersection command post up there for Havoc. But yeah, triple sappers does seem to be becoming somewhat standard with the British. Allows them to get a lot of pressure early on. And of course, they can fight off grenadiers fairly well, lay down sandbags, grab points. They're just, very versatile for a fairly low price. Okay, he's grabbing this northern field point now. But it does mean, of course, that Jibber is getting an awful lot of munitions here in the early game. Second Grenadier squad could be an indicator that he might be planning breakthrough with some assault grenadiers here. Since that kind of strategy, you do need a lot of munitions. So going for the Kettenkrat to grab those munitions faster makes a lot of sense, truth be told. Quickly popping in here into a ruined, I don't know, some kind of store, and there you go. Locals running away there as soon as the Germans start shooting. Kettenkrat trying to figure out where it wants to go now that the way is blocked by Englishmen behind sandbags. Grenadiers holding up here, second Grenadier squad, they're moving forward as well here for Jibber and the German army. The Hermann Göring Fallschirm Panzerdivision, 3rd Panzer Grenadier Company. First Fallschirm Panzer Grenadier Regiment, I guess. Sappers here's the Grenadiers, heading northwards here with the Sappers. The south Sappers their grand point. Troops converging on the centre here, going for early flamethrowers. I mean, that's obviously also a choice in particular with Pachino. If you're focusing on the centre, flamethrowers to burn out the Tommies is a pretty good idea here. West side of Pachino occupied by German infantry. Havoc there. Bit unsure where to go from here. We've got the Flammenwerfer Pionier moving up there. It's a glorious Flammenwerfer 35. Oh, 40, the Flammenwerfer 42 would have been the more common one as the war went on. Sappers there being falling back, sectionals being pushed out the premises. The Church of St. Alf Pachino gets awfully hot inside. And he's pushing forward to the backing up flamethrower pioneers here. We got flamethrowers on the way there for Havoc, the number 2 flamethrower here to match the German troops. Still no battle group here though for Jibber. Section coming up here, we got more section points to the centre here, but the Sappers there in a lot of pressure here, need to retreat. And we got here the infantry officer quarter for Jibber after just 3 grenadiers. A bold strategy here, well, and the Kettenkrat. Very bold strategy from Jibber. Would have done that as the Americans, I'm not too sure, but there's the British, you can certainly make it work. Oh wait, Jibber keeps up the offensive here for the Fatherland. And of course, the Pioneers can be used more aggressively with the Grenadiers ready to merge with them. Kettenkrat's using the centre, even laying down mines. Multitasking there from Jibber. North here, Sappers spotted by the Grenadier here. Veterans 1, of course, now. And of course, every Grenadier squad is now veterans alongside the Kettenkrat and the Pioneers. So that's certainly a bit of a boost there to Jibber. Still no battle group choices here, though. Feeling firmly up there for Havoc and the British Army, heading for that new munitions point. Again, denying the Germans munitions is, besides fuel, also a very good idea. But Jibber there has managed to hit his Havoc's fuel point here, slowing down his fuel economy a fair bit. Grenadiers flying back. North here, Sappers right about the Grenadiers. Kettenkrat moving about. More mines here from Jibber and his Kettenkrat. Excellent work there. No communication cables here from Jibber though. British force pushing up the Grenadiers, trying to hold them back here. And back into the buildings here. It's going to force flamethrowers to breach through here. A slow and steady approach here until, I suppose, and I guess they act the Canadians, who apparently in the sort of campaign bits that showed had breached there. So that's a fair bit of while this insolence going to have to rely on flamethrowers or artillery to flash out the Germans. Of course, another option here from Havoc would be to just focus on the areas around Pachino's center here, instead of like trying to force his way through it. Section moving forwards here, Sav's being burned up. Got Flamme for Pioneer, that calls hard at work. Grenadiers doing what they can as well here. Panzer gonna need to come here for Jibber. Thumbs up. Ken Krat moving towards the center here to assist the German infantry to occupy the center of Pachino. And we got a mortar out here for Havoc. A bit of light artillery to help deal with the Germans. Those bloody Huns. Worth noting, Jibber is not going for single MD42. In fact, he's also going for a fast 251 half-track. Now, there's a surprise. Wonder what he's going for it. Regular? Probably not. Ambulance or Stummel? Jibber, I believe, is one of those players who is confident the 251 actually is pretty decent now, so we'll be interested to see what he can do with it. Still not sure about it myself. Initial impressions have been mixed, but maybe Jibber, of course, he can show us how to use it, and certainly Jibber is a much better player than me, so if anyone can do it, it's Jibber. Yep, we go for the Stummel here, which is basically just the same family, you know, short-barreled cannon there, Kampfkanone 34, mounted on the 251 half-track, but to support infantry, basically in the same role as the early Stugs. But obviously, those being mounted with the bigger guns, so they just used half-tracks that would provide light support for the infantry that way. It would also mount the same gun on armoured cars as well as the Warland on heavy ones, that is. Even reinforcing at the front line, and there goes Stummel ready. Bombarding. That being blasted here. Then he's close to being wiped out. They hit off their mine. British mortar firing down here. Close one there with the Stummel. Also closing in the Medicines one pretty fast. Southeast section going to see still a battle group for Jibber. He's doing fairly well with just like unupgraded grenadiers when you think about it. Nice hit on the section here from the Stummel. Another decent hit there. Panzer Grenadier for Jibber, thumbs up.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Northwards there, subsequent point here. They also had a version of this for the 251 or 250 half track meant to support the reconnaissance units. So I'm really happy they added this one. There's a lot of cool half track, you know, versions of vehicles there they sort of have for the Wehrmacht. There's also a very late war version of the 250 half that actually mounted the Pak 40 on it. Very late war edition. It was actually a priority once it could start around getting to doing it. That said, the Pak 40 was actually too powerful of a gun for the half-track, and it would typically break off under the pressure of the Pak 40 after a certain amount of shots, but the German army was such a state they couldn't really, like, you know, afford to worry about such things. So, Northward here with the Panzer Grenadiers going to DSC, still no battle group for Jibber. None either for Havoc from what I could see, though heavy sapper approach could certainly lead me to suspect it could be armoured. Got the Humber armour coming forwards here. Mines down there as well there for Havoc to slow down any counterattack from Jibber, so good. Getting a mine up north here. Panzer going to be pushing forwards. Bombarding the church just in case. Or because, I don't know, maybe Jibber's like a militant atheist. Oh, bloody hell, the Humber hits the mine. And I think Jibber's going to try and see if he can't hit it with the Stummel here. Finish it off. Can he do it? Probably not. Up north, they're punting a bit of a crossfire here in the middle of a stream between two sections. We've got a bomb grenade off here. Almost taking one of Havoc sections there, but ultimately not enough. Meanwhile, a Pioneer section squad, in fact, the only one he had is wiped out. Great kill here for Havoc. That's going to force Jibber to replace them for sure, though long term he's going to need more Pioneers anyways. Finish the sappers unless he gets trying to intend relying on repair bunkers. Center being occupied by German troops with more Stummel remaining in support here. Very close versus one, and the blinding shot. I don't know if they actually fixed that one though. Had a bit of a bug with its ability. Stummel heading southwards. And Stummel was just the nickname they gave for that kind of gun. They're just, you know, stump, basically. I think roughly is what translates to. North here mine goes off again. Jibber's kid and crack mines are proving to be quite handy. Veterans run game there for the Stummel. We also got the support elements to upgrade it. May see some officer quarters as well there. Jibber's only one of the few players who does appreciate the officer quarters upgrades in general, so very good likelihood of that. I can generally always recommend it if you're going for like any number of units there from those buildings. But certainly also benefits Stummel in terms of experience gain. Stug on the way there for Jibber and the German army. They're good. North here. More British forces being poured in there by Havoc, Humber and Sexton moves in there under cover of smoke. Nice tactical push here by Havoc. Thumbs up. Sappers moving forwards. We got a 6-pounder going there as well for Havoc and the British army.
Enemy forces have captured a victory.
Stummel raising hand again. Could bombard here. Could deploy a smoke screen. Can crack this part of the Humber, but does get away there. Section takes him on loss here. Puny moving up here. Glennis need to go careful now with the artillery rain down here on the centre of Pachino in the south. The Kettenkraut finally goes down here to a British mine, depriving Jibber there of swift mobile elements there. Stummel meanwhile though, of course, still in action. Very good hit there on the sappers from the Stummel. Very good hit. Stug also into support here, providing Jibber of course with more mobile fire support for his men at the front line.
They are hammering us. The enemy is winning.
Humber there, there's the Panzergrenadier. Stummel hitting the mortar there. Very nice work there. Slowly approaching Veteran T2. Havoc there, definitely feeling the pressure here from Jibber, his infantry, and of course his vehicles and armour here. Oh, close one there. Not enough munitions though for the blinding shot. Or a Panzerfaust. 6-pounder moving forwards here. And he is pushing westwards here. Stug moving through here, the ruins town centre of Pachino. Not much else going on here for Havoc. No tack yet. You wonder if he's not planning armoured. Which, interesting enough, did not get nerfed at all. I figured, they probably figured that just nerfing the sections would probably help make armoured sort of only strategies for call-ins. That's impressive. We do get the company command post. Humber falling back. Still no battle group for Jibber though. I mean, we're 12 minutes into the game, he still hasn't picked anything. That's getting a bit odd. Makes you wonder exactly what Jibber's battle plan here is. Any officer quarters, additional Stugs or Panzergrenadier. Meanwhile, we got the same flamethrower stepping up for the town side here. Pachino moving straight for the fuel point here. Jibber's line slacking machines quick force back. We do get another Panzer squad here for Jibber. And the other set of mine up north. I would say with like a Stummel, Stug, and 2 Panzergrenadier squads, he really would benefit from the Panzergrenadier officer quarters as well there. That'd be an excellent addition here for Jibber. Stummel very close to Veteran too. Sappers router. Second Panzergrenadier squad ready here for Jibber and the Hammond Göring Fallschirm Panzer Division. Reconstituted after having been destroyed in North Africa, well, Tunisia specifically. Parts of it did make it back, but large parts were just abandoned to be captured by the Allies in Tunisia. And fight for a while in Italy before being sent over to the Eastern Front, where then fight for the last parts of the war. Eventually being upgraded to a full Panzer Corps. Stummel here with Zug and Panzer support around the sappers. Or at least some various well-supported Panzer Grenadiers. Stummel there, steadily approaching Metzi 2 here. Still no officer quarters, but again, I feel like with the kind of forces Jibber's assembled, like he really would benefit a lot from the officer quarters. South side here, British forces making great progress, 6-pounder remaining reserve, and guessing Crusaders and Matildas here from me could also surprise us with some grants. Those could be certainly a challenge here for Jibber under the right circumstances. Stummel is racing about here. Meanwhile, Jibber launching a main push through the centre of Pachino towards the fuel point there. Stummel there going for the mortar. Decent hit, but there you go. 6-pounder in Stummel, and Jibber is very quick to withdraw his Stummel there before it gets returned into a crisp. Far south, the Humber goes for the Southern Grenadier squad here, staying a safe distance away there from any potential Panzerfaust here from Jibber. At this point, it feels like he's going to go like breakthrough here mechanized for either Panthers or Tiger tanks.
We are losing control of a sector.
Established the punch on the DC. I'm moving up between the gun DC Niebler for Jibber. Going for something a bit heavier than the artillery branch, but certainly less self-propelled. In the south, you can see there Havoc trying to hit with Jibber. But the Stug, that's going to prove to be an issue for the Humber, and the Sappers versus the two Grenadier squads at actually 1 and 2 might be a bit of a tough spot as well. They Stug. First shot misses, second that goes through the Humber's armor. Don't think Havoc realised what's going on. It could cost him the Humber if he's not careful. Sappers being pushed back as well here. And in the centre, Jibber remains pretty firmly dug in up north here. Havoc has been routed as well there. We do get some foot guards though, an excellent addition here. Particularly insists on pushing into the centre there. The foot guards can certainly more easily clear through the terrain here. Stummel very close to 52, but yeah. Niebler as well. I feel like increasingly he would incredibly well benefit from a Panzergrenadier officer quarters. Like he's really committed hard to units from the Panzergrenadier company, but so far does not seem to be bothering with the officer quarters here. North here, Ren section with more support here, pushing back the Panzergrenadier. Slow approach there.
Panzergrenadier company is being upgraded.
There we go, finally getting the Panzergrenadier officer quarters here for Jibber. Got the foot guards out there with their Thompsons with drum magazines and the bazookas. Got the Sassman Fort as well here. Stummel the quick bombard the advancing sappers. And there we go, Vetchny 2. Needs increased rate of fire. Barrages. Also makes it overall just a bit more mobile.
Upgrade. The enemy has lost their foothold.
There we go, upgrade ready. Veterans 1 for all. Also means the Stummel veterans up faster. And of course the Panzergrenadiers. This definitely makes things a bit more challenging here for Havoc. Got the foot guards pushing forwards. Get another push here for the centre. Meanwhile, north side is falling to the British Army as well. South side here, Desert Rats all make some progress. Stummel though, oh dear, gonna get spotted here by the foot guards. Could take a lot of damage. Niebler bombarding the centre here, pushing back the sappers with some violent action. And the Stummel here takes several hits here from the foot guards. We got the Stuger firing from behind the foot guards, quickly splatting out their Reginald P. Tinklesworth. Stummel fires, they kills another poor sword. And the centre there, Grenadiers a bit of trouble, got the Humber there, engaging them quite aggressively. The 6-pound gun and wastes it quite great, engaging them aggressively. And the foot guards are forced to vacate the premises as they find themselves quite surrounded by the German army. Stummel's heading out here, Panzer's heading northwards. Looks like to be a counterattack here for the northern parts of the map here. Stug pushing for the centre there. Humber actually got some shots for the frontal armour, impressively enough. There you go. Humber goes down to the might of the Sturmgeschütz, but the 6-pound gun does fall away. Jibber Stug, still no battle group here from Jibber. Seemingly no indicator as either what Havoc is going for again. Put the armoured. Put something else. I feel like with Indian artillery would have been seen Gurkhas, as more people realising Gurkhas are pretty good. Panzer racing through here the north side. And we got here the Crusader Mark II for Havoc. And the south here, Sappers catch the gunnies by the southern field. Victory point here, flamethrowers, Brennan guns. A nasty mix here for German infantry to deal with when they're on their own and unupgraded. Stummel providing Overwatch support here for the gunnies in the centre. And we got Breakthrough in the end for Jibber. Likely going to be a target tank here being planned out then versus the British. Up north, Sappers and foot guards that launch assault here. Panzergrenadiers could be in a tough spot here. Grenades are being chucked and just Havoc bolts out of that one there. In the south here, Crusaders arrive, being upgraded with 6-pound gun to the Crusader 3. Very good there. Southern points being claimed by the British forces. Small counterattack here with a few grenades being sent in to at least observe the British and shoot them. Sturmgeschütz moving vorwärts. Jibber getting ever closer to the Tiger tank, though he is still 4 command points away. Certainly might make more sense at this stage than just move straight ahead for a Panzer Company and some armor there before going for the Tiger tank, but going for the Pak 40. North here, Panzer moving in, also got one gun in there merged in with them. And gonna breach here, Havoc, if he's not paying attention. Yep, he does quickly haul out of there. And the Panzer quickly push in. Nice tactical push there by Jibber. Got the Storm there providing continuous to support. They're hoping to hit the water, but most of the shots go completely wide. Pretty lucky there for Havoc in the south of Crusade rushing in against exposed German troops. Pak 40 is ready. I'm surprised he didn't just go for another Stuke, but I guess he wanted a Pak 40 as well here. Pretty much a bit of everything. Yeah, he's actually gone for like every unit in this building with 2 Panzer Grenadiers. That's pretty rare. At least for the Stummel, that's for sure. Foot guard, sappers, segmenting forwards here. He wants the north, and he will commit as many as to it as repeatedly as he has to. Stummel, meanwhile, getting out of there. Not quite keen on running into the British forces there unattended in the south. Stuke gave the Crusader 6 on the ready, but fortunately, local Italian Flora is blocking the line side of the gun. Screw. Niebler, if they're going for another barrage. Ash. We got the assault up north going off fairly well here. Panzer's being held up here. Foot guards getting close. Got Niebler for barrage here. Direct hit, sort of on the section. You're battling the foot guards, and there you go. Most of the section is utterly obliterated. Nothing but a pile of broken corpses. The south, small counterattack is we'll hear from Jibber with the Grenadiers backed up by Stuke. Catching the 6 in a bad spot. 6 up to support, but looking rough here. Will need to commit more forces. Got 310 versus 248. Jibber meanwhile inching about towards the Tiger tank here. 6 crew wiped out, forcing the 6 into crew it, but that's going to get grenade and cleared out again. Not a great spot here for Havoc. Jibber's definitely got the upper hand now. Stuke is also actually 2. This is also known as pretty good for Jibber. In the center of the Savage of the Punters and the Pioneers here. Grenades, mortar fire here. Havoc definitely struggling a bit here. With the current map control of Jibber. I mean, his more Niebler crew's kind of exposed. Like, if Havoc were to like switch northwards and take, like I say, northern approach, he could actually do a lot of damage here. But he seems very intent on just attacking through this particular road here. Like, he's never really trying to attack from any other angle, which definitely makes it easy for Jibber to defend. Not much more than just that one Crusader and Foot Guard section. More Niebler for fire here. He's definitely getting a fair amount of value out of that one, definitely making a mess of things for Havoc. Then he's been battled with Crusader. We got Foot Guards, Saps moving up. The Sappers are down just 2 men. Should we pull back for full reinforcements? The assault continues forward. Stuke being committed to the counterattack here to assist the beleaguered Grenadiers. Crusader could flank the Stuke, though. There is a Pak 40 backing it up, but that could again be flanked with the Foot Guards, at which point the Stuke's flank would be even worse off. Jibber continue to maintain strong map control, but he's definitely heavily focused on the Tiger effort, which does mean there's actually currently some room, I think, for having to, you know, put a more consistent counterattack on its feet. But the question is, what is it he's planning here? Like, we're not seeing more Crusaders, more Foot Guards. We're not seeing 17-pounder guns or grants, so it's starting to really feel like we're looking at Armoured and possibly a Black Prince here. There we go. Stunning the Stuke here. Stunning move here. But the Crusader, I don't know, gets a bit stuck there. Good chance to lose the Stuke here for Jibber. Great kill here for Havoc. Moves an important armoured asset for Jibber and the German army. We've also got a Gammon bomb here in the advantage. German troops causing further damage, further casualties here. More troops being moved in here from the north side. Foot Guards are falling back, and so is the Crusader. Havoc's done his part here for, well, causing havoc and is now withdrawing. But Jibber is not ever close to the Tiger tank, and I imagine Havoc is also closer to whatever he wants to go. Havoc there narrowly had the Stummel there, but it does survive. Close call though.
That's enemy infantry. Keep them back.
Quick barrage. Section routed, and there you go. Jibber can call in the Tiger tank here, and at the same time we got the Black Prince out. No big surprise there. Stummel inching forwards. More gunnies moving from the north here. Tiger available. And there we go. Summon fourth. You could even, like, take up soon. You can actually take up now as well on top of calling in the Tiger tank. Or he could go for another Stug. That'd also be a pretty good choice. There you go, Black Prince on the move. Tiger tank about from the north here from the Schwerer Panzerabteilung 504. Of course, at the Pillmap Machine Gewehr to that one. More caught in the advance of the Grenadiers here. North side, we can see their Havoc creeping in some forces there for Northern Point. Foot Guards going for the Grenadiers here, push them back. Black Prince and its mighty 17-pounder gun, of course, here proving to be a bit of a headache here for Jibber. Of course, it does have a Tiger tank and a Pack 40 somewhere to help deal with it. In the center, the Foot Guards bring up virtually too. We got mines in the center as well here. Bazooka rocket slamming into the door there of the house. They want to get the Black Prince up to deal with that Tiger tank. Almost got the building there. Mine goes off, killing 2 Foot Guardsmen. Got the Stummel there firing away. Less than 9 points left for Havoc. Ooh, hits his own Foot Guards with the Black Prince. There go tank moving forwards. Foot Guards still forced off. Black Prince scores a good hit on the Tiger tank. Panzerfaust off. Because they're being repaired. Black Prince close to veteran on the south here. We've got the section being pushed back by the Stummel. 1/3 of the way there towards veteran in the east level. Can Jibber get it there? For now, the Havoc and the British Army has managed to store the victory point lead here from Jibber in the section. We got Tiger tank backed up by Grenadiers. Panzers making a move for the center victory point. Straight into the Black Prince though. Niebler as well here. Black Prince being forced off the field for now. The South Crusaders looking like they might finally get moving further south here. Grenadiers around the section here. Veteran 3 east level. They did also, by the way, get lower their experience requirements, can more easily hit the high levels of veterancy, which combined with officer quarter, you can get them there reasonably well. Plus the 82 burners, if I failed to mention that, also got buffed a bit. 6 funding cleared out here. Tiger tank there advancing further through the town centre of Pachino. Grenadiers though got wiped out. Great kill here for Havoc. Bit of a problem there for Jibber. That was his ace. Grenadiers got that. That's gotta hurt. Foot Guards bring up with the bazookas. We've got the Black Prince in tow. Veterans who won, but really needs to repair that. More damage to the Tiger tank here. Might we see a sort of stun volley there from the bazooka men. The Foot Guards. Not hitting the Tiger tank. Jibber's Tiger tank is in some pretty deep shites. He's still not calling him alarm. He's still not taking up. Seems like Jibber is a bit hesitant here versus Havoc and his Black Prince. Stummel bombarding alongside the tank to those Foot Guards. Be careful here. Stummel halfway to the east level. 2 kills there. That is pretty good. Further south here, Germany being forced to get the Crusader counter-taking. Mine goes off, blowing apart the legs of Reinhold and Otto. Crusader rolling forwards. More pioneers out for Jibber. Force veterans 1 thanks to the officer quarters. Apart from Northern Point here, center south victory point being secured here. Well, now being captured by the Germans. Crusader ripping through here. Jibber's beleaguered infantry in the center. We got the Foot Guards on guard, but down just 3 men. I think it's better for them now to be withdrawn for reinforcements. And far up north here, we got Grenadiers with the section here. Fighting is starting to get pretty messy here between the two sides. Churchill Black Prince fixed up. We got them Stummel moving forwards here. I'm guessing that was not intentional there by Jibber. You have a barrage off. Trying to assist the Grenadiers up north. Might actually almost wipe them out there. He was unlucky with one of those rockets. That's a bit of a risky call there by Jibber. And a section wiped out there. That Niebler was like doing pretty good work here for Jibber. Pretty good work. And I think interesting enough, just hasn't tried to like really deal with it. I mean, he's in a fairly exposed position there, but what would we need to replace it with, if any? More continues to be a decent investment here for Havoc. Veterans 1. Tiger tank setting out. Jibber finally going for the Panzer Company, finally taking up at least. Black Prince very close to Veteran 2. Bad news for Jibber. Stummel staying close to the Tiger tank for now. Tiger tank good hit here from the Crusader, which meanwhile takes a massive hit from the target tank, suffering incredible damage there from the 88mm gun. Which was a modified version of the Flak 36's gun they used on the Tiger. Fun fact. Got the Black Prince on the move again. Far up north here, an assault here by the Sappers, rided by the Grenadiers, backed up by the Panzergrenadiere. No chance here of Havoc's lone Sappers to make a dent on that. Foot Guards on the centre again with the limited support. There's the mortar, I think that's it. And of course the Black Prince snapping away a bit here as well. Grenade on the Grenadiers. Oh dear! Close call here. Still got the Panzer deal with the Foot Guards. Black Prince are joining about the Titan on the flank. He could hit the Black Prince pretty harshly. Panzer Grenadier routed as well. The Titan goes for it, gives away its position in his first shot line. The Black Prince landed a good hit here. Vetchi 2 on the Black Prince. Jibber's Tiger's a bit exposed. Stummel keeps slamming away there at the British forces with its 75mm cannon, and the Foot Guards are once more forced to flee the field as the Nebelwerfer rains down incendiary death like the wrath of God, if God spoke German. Great shot from the Black Prince and the Tiger tank then, down to 1/3 its health total. Still not much going on in the base of Havoc, still no more troops being called in. As for Jibber, he can easily get away with a Panther 4, which he does go for. He could also go for the Panzerhaubitze Quarter C, side skirts. Oh, he goes for the Sturmpanzer. He's going for something a bit bigger here.
Have secured our territory.
Panzer taking an asset from the Crusader. Veterans who won there. Low on health, but not low on Deutschland. Well, that might soon happen. Also very close to the east level, actually. And we got the Sturmpanzer. So that Jibber is now packing a significantly larger amount of firepower there versus his opponent. It's only going to make things tougher here for Havoc. Good guards at the ready game. We've got the Titan and the Sturmpanzer. That's going to be like pretty bad for any infantry, particularly when you also factor in the Stummel here. There we go. Half the Foot Guard squad just wiped out with the Sturmpanzer. Another pack 40 for Jibber. Crusader knocks down a building. Rubble there and dust crashing into the streets. Targeting, we front back to the pack 4 in the Sturmpanzer here. Crusader corners line, or Black Prince, I mean corners line of sight in the south here. We got, oh, he's got 2 Crusaders? Alright. Harder than you would expect with the 17-pounder gun, but then again, you got the Nebelwerfer now on top of the Stummel and the... Oh! Stummel there in trouble. Could try for the blinding shot, I suppose, but oh, it actually gains Vetchi 3. Riser gets destroyed. Oof. Great kill here, though, by Havoc there. Ruining some of Jibber's light artillery options there as assault gun options. Tany's about to get wiped out as well here. Jibber a bit on the defensive here. Havoc still got it in him now with additional tanks. Pack 40 coming towards Sturmpanzer, shoots. Doesn't really hit the Crusader. An actual Crusader being hit by an actual Sturmpanzer probably wouldn't have done too well though, as that shot from the Sturmpanzer packs a lot of high explosives. Far up north here, Sappers pushed back by the Grenadiers. Could he consider some Panzerhaubitze quarters himself? Tiger tank Veteran 2-1, but need repairs. In fact, it's close to Veteran 2-2. South Pani is routed. Pack busy at work there against the Crusader. We've got the Foot Guards rushing in. Crusader need repairs as well. A lot of repairs needed. Foot Guards hitting a mine right in front of 2 Panzer squads. That is definitely not where you want to get busy suppressed here. And there you go, grenades off, but yeah, not a great position to be in then. Havoc very wisely pulled back his Foot Guards before they end up lacking more than just their feet. Panzer there routed. Sturmpanzer advancing. Steadily approaching Veteran on the Sturmpanzer. Nebelwerfer barrage off again. Jibber continues to exact a lot of value from that Nebelwerfer, doesn't he? Almost 22 on that one, in fact. Tacticians need to be careful against the Tiger and the Grenadiers, and of course the Sturmpanzer. Black Prince on the move again. Sappers covering the flank here, but there we go. Pack 40 up now, the advancing Black Prince. As they're not looking like a great position to hide in for your Panzer Grenadiers, probably should pull them back for some healing. They are fairly low on health. Except for Fritz is like still in a pretty good condition. So this is Wassing's going pretty great, isn't it? Shut up, Fritz. The rest of us are bleeding badly. You Dummkopf. Yeah, both squads are now virtually 3. That's pretty good. Since in virtually 3, you do get a nice health bonus as well. So to go straight for the Pack 40 here. There's a second Pack 40 nearby, and this could cost him the Crusader tank there in the center there. Foot Guards making another lone attempt without any support. I do feel like you should be deploying smoke screens. They're just going to keep rushing in like that. Crusader in trouble. Pack 40 around there. Good Crusader tank down. Quite a blow there to Havoc. 69, 67 points left for Havoc versus Jibber's 222. Black Prince being forwards backed up by all of his sappers here. Havoc is committing hard here versus Jibber in the south. The Crusader going for the southern point. More sappers spring through and get the mortar committed there, I think, by accident here. Sturmpanzer could be in trouble. We got the Black Prince, ace level. Being engaged by on the flank by the Tiger tank. Vecchi, 2 sappers, mortar being mauled here. Sturmpanzer lead down to the Crusader is getting pummeled in mine. I think went off there. Smoke deployed, but that's going to help not have that range. Artillery fires well here. Oh, the Sturmpanzer, I mean. And the Black Prince is down. With his Havoc position is, I think, GG. Game over. A huge blow here to Havoc. A victory for Jibber. Fierce fight here, certainly showing on the struggle. Certainly being fairly decent. Perhaps not amazing, but decent for its cost. Tiger tank remains pretty solid. The Sturmpanzers are not a bit bad either after those minor buffs it received. And certainly also think a good argument again for the infantry officer quarters and the Panzer and the officer quarters. I mean, these kind of upgrades I think are quite good for the Wehrmacht. So thumbs up to Jibber there for making some pretty good use for them. As for Havoc, I feel like he got a bit too obsessed with the center there. Like, at times he could have, I think, done more work by just flanking around the center, like catching for something the Revo got, wiping it out, maybe even stealing it. But he was just, like, very insistent on charging up the center, which I think made it easy for Jibber to also say deal with them and push them back. So I think had Havoc put more effort onto the fields outside of Pachino, rather than just the center of Pachino, I think he would, in some regards, made perhaps a bit of progress. I think another issue is just him stalling for the Black Prince, but just, for example, pushing for, like, Grants or a lot of Crusaders or Matildas. Probably could have done a lot of good there as well for him as well, or in fact much more value there. So some considerations there for a future fight here between Jibber and Havoc again here on Pachino. But overall I think it was a fun match. Hope you enjoyed watching it just as much as I did casting it. If you did, you can subscribe, like, share, comment. You can also support the Propagandacast by donating or pledging on Patreon. Links are in the description. Every bit helps me out. This is Imperial saying cheers and see you all tomorrow for a nice episode. Bye.